Welcome back to Kicking Ass with Tanner Stone. Today, we have Jaden, Argersinger, on the podcast. Argersinger, right? Yeah. And I'm super excited to talk to him about this topic because we always send each other these funny reels about it, which I'll get into. But you guys have seen Jaden on another podcast. It was probably one of our funniest episodes. It was great. Yeah. And it's nice to have him in person. So the topic that we're going to cover today is looks maxing and how powerful it is and kind of how big of an effect it has on our generation and the people that are getting into the gym industry or getting into the health industry or even getting on TikTok. Because the big thing is looks maxing is really the most important thing about you is your looks, and your looks define everything around you and how your life goes, how much money you make. So before we even get into anything, what do you think about that? What do you think about looks maxing? And do you think it really has an impact on you in the world?
So I would agree that looks maxing does, affect, your finances, all that stuff, affect. It makes your life better. I do agree. I think that, people can take it too far.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, I notice like the better you look, the more confident you are. The better you look, the more people respect you, right?
Yeah.
People respect you more. It's easier to carry conversations, like people make more money, like all that is true. But the whole peptides thing, I don't know if I agree with that. And I do think it can be taken too far for sure.
So going off peptides, we can get into that since you brought it up. Yeah. Peptides are kind of, I'd say it's things that you take to enhance yourself in a short period of time. That's a way of putting it. So there's different peptides. There's GHKCU, which you could put like a shot into your face and it thins out your face. It gets rid of your acne. It kind of enhances your looks. And then there's retatrutide. Is that what it's called? Retatrutide.
The most popular one.
That is the most popular one. That one helps. It decreases your appetite. It makes you leaner, and yeah, it makes you more cut. And it also chisels out your face. And then there's melanotan 1 and melanotan 2, which gives you color, and it also makes you more chiseled. And we always joke around about this stuff, like, oh yeah, we should hop on and just mog everybody. But Jaden kind of always brings up the point. It's cheating. So you go off of that. Like, what do you think about that?
I mean, so I think everything in life should be hard. Like losing weight should be hard. Like it should be a challenge,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like hopping on a peptide, like sure, like, it's easy to just hop on a peptide and lose a bunch of weight in 2 weeks or get shredded. But like you didn't put in any work to do that. And how does that it doesn't make you better mentally. It's not going to make you better in the real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think things that make you better are, things that actually challenge you. Having to actually lose the weight by putting in the work, I think it just makes you a better person.
And what do you think about the other point of view that a famous person named Clavicular takes? It's saying no matter what, you should enhance yourself and enhance your look in the fastest way possible. And you don't really need to work hard because he thinks that in 5 to 10 years, everybody in the world is going to be doing this stuff. So if you're not doing it, you're going to be left behind. Do you think that that'll change your mindset on working hard if everybody is like it? Everybody is already looks like you without even having to work hard?
I don't know. I think it's still like, I mean, yeah, like everyone could be, it depends. Like if you're a type of person where it's like, I mean, if you're like absolutely cooked, like I told you this other day, but if you're like close, you have nothing going for you, like
sub 5 human,
sub 5, like maybe you're like,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, maybe you're like insanely obese, like you're like 250 pounds, like that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you kind of like, then it's okay. But I mean, if it's just like short term, like you're not even bad, you're just trying to lose weight. Like there's no point. Like me and you, there's no point in us hopping on peptide. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, like I said earlier, it's the same thing. Like I do agree, it definitely like looks play a big part in your life, but I don't think you should take it to the extreme and include your health, like damaging your health over it, like that's another thing. Like there's no research on peptides.
Right.
No one knows, what it can do to your health in the long term. No one knows, how it could affect your life span, how long you live. So it's just there's no
So
point in risking all.
would you rather live a long life of being average or live a shorter life of kind of getting everything you want, being famous, maybe being super good looking? Like, what would you choose?
Probably the second one.
Yeah.
Well, but also, I would probably do the second one, but like the second one, I don't really like prioritize.
Yeah.
Like that's still something I don't really prioritize. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care about wealth or like fame or like I don't even care about like
So what would make you super duper happy in your life? Like,
just like having a family and like
mhm.
making a decent amount of income, and then but that's really my main goals is like travel, family, and then having a decent income. And I do believe that like maximizing your looks and finances, stuff like that, is like a really big part in helping you achieve goals like that.
I agree with you. And going off that, I feel like going on the looks maxing topic and everything like that, looks really do play a role in everything. I mean, if you look at it, some presidents even got picked because of their looks and how they speak as well.
Sure.
And yeah, it goes a long way in what is it called in what are they politics, and as well as on other things as well. Like if you could just become a model, or like we said, people on TikTok just post videos of their faces and blow up just because they're good looking.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think the best feature is to have? Like there's looks, there's IQ, maybe there's communication skills. What do you think the best skill to have is to have as a person?
I don't want to go as far as saying looks is like the best because like I don't know. I want to say look. I definitely wouldn't say it's looks. I believe it's more just like personality and confidence in the way you
Confidence, that's big.
I believe it's confidence. That's the big one.
I feel like that goes with looks though.
Well, that's why looks is important because the better looking you are, the more confident you are. Obviously, like the more confident you are to go up and speak to people, not get rejected, stuff like that. So that's where looks plays a part. But I believe confidence is ideally like the best trait to have.
I feel like looks and confidence kind of go together
Yeah.
because of rejection.
Uh-huh.
Because when you're good looking and you go up to people, you kind of have a really high success rate.
Mhm.
And you get more confident when you see that things are working.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if I'm playing basketball, I take a shot a bunch of times. I'm confident I'm going to make that shot if I keep making it. Now I'll put it to a different way. Let's say I'm going up to a girl. If I go up to many girls and I'm good looking and they all say yes, then I'll become more confident. So I think it's kind of like a field goal percentage,
Yeah.
literally. But I think the most important feature to have as a person would be, I mean, IQ is very important, but at the same time, if you have an IQ and you don't have the confidence to express your IQ,
Exactly.
you're too insecure,
Yeah, exactly.
you're screwed.
Exactly.
I think, fuck, it is looks. I mean, it's crazy.
No, looks do actually play. I completely like everything Clav says and like everything he says. A lot of it I agree with.
Mhm.
I don't agree with the peptides, but everything else he says, I completely agree with. Looks play a big part.
He did say, he said in one of his videos, he said, when I was ugly, my life sucked.
That's true. Same thing with me.
When did you like see a difference within your life? Like when did you realize like, damn, like I'm getting taller, like you're 6'3" and you're like, my life's pretty good.
I remember last year I was really insecure about myself
Really?
because of my acne. I had like really bad acne last year. And then I got an Accutane and got rid of my acne. And yeah, I became a much more confident person.
Mm-hmm.
Obvious. I mean, I'm more confident, I'm more happy. That's a big thing is like whenever you get better looking, you actually get happier. Um that's another thing. Like even now, like last month I've gained some weight and I don't feel the same, right?
It's true. But yeah, I'm going through a very depressed state right now as well.
Exactly. Like I'm literally like I'm doubting myself all the time. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, oh wow, I wish I was back to where I was.
That's what I do.
Like that.
Yeah.
I remember when I was and like in our prime, I was so happy. I was always smiling. I was super confident, like had the most confidence in the world. So yeah, as far as that, I completely agree with everything he says.
I was a lot happier and more confident when I was at my happiest state, which is my best looking. But another thing I kind of want to go off of is the journey that it takes to get to that prime where we were.
Yeah.
We're going through that journey again. And let's say we skipped the journey and read a True Tide and just got super cut right away. I feel like you're missing out on all the things that you learn on this journey. Like me and you learned so much about health. We learned so much about our bodies. We learned so much. We built a stronger friendship over this too. I feel like that's another reason why people should pick the longer route, is because you learn so much about yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. Completely agree. You learn. I mean, it's also it's just another, like, you're having to fight a battle.
Mhm.
That's the thing. That it just makes you a better person. It makes you more stoic, I guess you can say.
So now that you're like you are now, like you're not, are you happy right now? Or what's getting you through this state that you don't keep looking back? Because this is what I struggled with a few days ago. Like, damn, I'm not where I want to be right now.
Yeah.
What gets you through that?
So what gets me through that, I would say, like, just having not looking in the past and not like trying not to judge too much myself. Oh, I wish I didn't do this, or anytime I have a bad meal or just like, fall into temptation.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I didn't do that. Instead, I want to look, just forward, be like, okay, it happened. I can't go back and change anything, because like that's the thing with regret. Like, yeah, you can regret over something and you can like sit there and be sad about it, but it's not going to do absolutely anything besides just make you more, make you overthink more, and make the situation worse. So I believe that it's really just about looking forward and being like, okay, this happened, but I'm going to make it better and I'm going to bounce back.
That's a good mindset. Just like keep looking forward.
Exactly.
My dad told me this one time. He said, feeling bad about yourself or people, that doesn't help anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to do something about it. Like, let's say I feel bad for one of my friends who's out of shape or something. That's not going to help them. Yeah, I have to go do something about it. I feel bad for myself, like you just said. That doesn't help. Like, feel bad you ate the previous meal. That's something very important.
The gym. I mean, for me, like the gym and working out is really big.
I'm not big in. I'm big into working out. Just I'm not big into the gym.
Not well. And I'm talking about like
Lifting. Yes. I mean, the reason I'm not big into lifting is because I had this conversation with Luke about it. So when we were lifting the other day, I said, I just don't enjoy this. And he said, dude, for me, it's like a sport. And I said, maybe it's like a sport. You know, he said this. He said, I stopped playing basketball and I told myself that if I'm not playing basketball, then I have no excuse not to lift.
Mm-hmm.
So I said it like this. I said, your sport is lifting. Like, you're not playing basketball anymore. Your sport's lifting. My sport that I like doing is MMA. Mm-hmm. So instead of lifting, that's like what I'm addicted to. Like, that's my thing.
So you're looking at lifting as like a sport.
Kind of. I'm looking at, let's say you're not playing basketball anymore. That's your new basketball, right?
I mean, I still play basketball like for fun, but like lifting, I don't really.
You weren't lifting as much when you were playing basketball, though, were you?
Not really. I was still lifting, but I just didn't lift because I didn't have time to. I was always at practice, and then we had conditioning after practice. And then at that point, I already did like 2 I had basketball practice, which is technically a workout, and then I did conditioning, which we like run a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We even like do like push-ups and even some weightlifting. So like, what am I gonna go to the gym again? Like, that's just too much for my body at that point. But lifting is some like after I realized basketball was over for me, lifting was like the first thing I picked up on.
Mm-hmm.
It helped me get over it. And another thing I like about lifting is it helps you like take out. I feel like anytime you're depressed or in a bad state, like lifting is such a great way to help you get over it. Just like take out your anger on the weights. Like
That's what it is. Like you take out your anger on the weights.
sometimes, but like I want to say that's why I lift. I just lift because I want to keep my body in good shape and I want, muscles, obviously.
Okay.
But I don't enjoy lifting and I don't look at
You
it.
don't?
No. I used to. When I first started lifting, like I would really enjoyed it. I would always like watch videos. I'd watch like the fitness
Hmm.
influencers all the time. I actually wanted to be like a fitness influencer. That was like kind of like a dream of mine for a little.
I
Like
remember.
one of like my phases I went through. Like I went through millions of phases of like different dreams, but that was like a little phase I went through. But then I kind of like got over that. And so like now I just lift just to do like, just to keep my body in shape. I don't enjoy it. Like I literally dread going to the gym now, but
Really?
yeah, but I just do it like because I know I have to.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you kind of explained that to me when I was in New York and I was running. You're like, I know you don't enjoy running. Like to you, it's got to be like a routine.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing with lifting for me. Now it's just a routine. And then like cardio, like I'll like incline walk. That's a routine for me now.
To me, cardio, I like cardio better than
Mhm.
weights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the problem was for me the other night, I always get in these moments where every month I'm a little depressed. And I didn't say this story on the podcast yet. Actually, I'll say it. Fuck it. So 2 nights ago, I was really sad because I I twisted my ankle pretty bad at basketball. I rolled it and I can't really do a lot of activity.
Yep.
So I haven't been like this where I'm not able to move and do stuff for a while. So I looked at my ceiling. It was like 9 p.m. I was laying in bed. I looked at my ceiling. I was like, what am I doing? Like this shit sucks. Like I'm dieting. I'm working hard. I'm in the 30-day challenge and I'm not making any progress. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go downstairs and film a podcast and try to talk about it. So I came downstairs. I tried to film it. I tried like 3 times, and throughout filming it, I was talking about the situation. I was like, I'm really struggling, my ankle, blah, blah. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. I came downstairs to do the podcast, and speaking about it and just talking to myself about it made me realize that I need to look at it in a positive way. I'm looking at it in a negative way where I can't do this activity, I can't do this, can't do that. But what can I do? I can walk. I can focus more on my muscles rather than cardio. I can really learn about health and what foods affect me now that I can't move as much. So I'm trying to look at it in a way more positive way. And that's what coming on this podcast and everything and made me realize the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, go back to that point, just looking at everything in a positive way and not looking at the past.
That was big. I mean, the other night I was showing you photos. It was last night. I was like, bro, look how I used to look. I was like,
Yeah.
I used to. Like, fuck what I used to.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's hard, but you really have to just keep looking ahead. So I actually have a question. So where me and you, our TikTok for you pages are all looks maxing and everything like that, like showing people's jaw lines and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So what's the positive and negative thing? Let's say me and you were talking to a younger person in high school and this is his for you page. This is his TikTok. What would you tell him? What are the positives and negatives of that being your social media, that being right in front of you? The positives of me seeing all of this is motivating me to get to the gym, motivating me to work out because I want to end up looking like that.
Yeah.
But the negative is a lot of these people are enhanced by peptides and steroids.
My problem with it is that they're promoting it and they're telling other people to do it. Like a lot of them are literally saying you have to get on peptides to look.
Clav, literally, I showed you a video.
Yeah. Which that
said you need to do it today, not tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But it's like that's the thing is like you don't have to do any you don't have to do like steroids and drugs and all this bullshit to ascend. Like, bro, it's literally if you literally just have a good diet and you get lean, like you're most likely going to be in a track. And if you exercise, any form of exercise, whether it's, push-ups, pull-ups, lifting, whatever you enjoy. If you literally just do any form of exercise every day, you eat healthy, and you're in a calorie deficit, and you're 10% body fat, I guarantee you're going to be an attractive person.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee it. So you don't need any of this stuff to get, to be attractive. That's my problem, is that a lot of people,
So that's your negatives you're getting from it?
yes, that people are saying you have to take peptides, you have to take Retta to get lean. It's like, bro,
Not today.
it
I mean, yeah, you should have done it yesterday.
yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
So
So
that's my negative.
what are the positives of all in this be on your?
Like what you were saying, the positives is like, I guess it's inspiring kids to want to, look better and be a better version of themselves. But I don't believe that taking steroids is going to make you a better version of yourself. I think I think that's just a cheat way, like a cheat. I don't know, how do I explain this?
It's a shortcut.
It's that's what I'm trying to say. It's a shortcut it's a shortcut, it's running from your insecurity. That's all it is to me.
Explain that to me. What do you mean running? How is taking peptides and taking the shortcut running from your insecurities?
Because that's what a lot of people are taking peptides because they're insecure. Like a lot of people are looking at themselves in the mirror and they're not secure, or they're not they're not happy with themselves, with what they see in the mirror, and they're depressed. So they just run to a stimulant or to a drug to fix it. See what I mean? Like
It's considered a drug, right? Peptides.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's a non-natural supplement, so that's considered a drug. So
No, you're right. I mean, like we talked about earlier in the podcast, so the best way is to kind of work out and get there slowly, because the journey you go on.
Exactly, and you better yourself mentally that way. You're not taking any shortcuts, and you're not just running from insecurity.
Yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is, here's another topic about the looks maxing. The people who, here, let's say like this, Clavicular, famous influencer, is promoting it a lot right now. Before he ascended, which that's what you call glowing up, before he didn't really have any followers. He wasn't really that confident, I would say. And now he's good looking. He's 6'2". He's out there so much now. Like I can't not, if I'm on TikTok, I can't go 10 scrolls without seeing his face.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Why, if people see this is on their For You page, like you glow up and then you got a bunch of followers, you're making money, why wouldn't they even want to do peptides?
I mean, that's a good point. But at the same time, I feel like it's not like Clav, like before he ascended, like, I mean, no, but
Yeah.
like before he ascended, like essentially ascended, or after he started taking the peptides, I mean, I think he was still a pretty good looking dude. Like he wasn't like complete, like he wasn't fucking chopped.
He was pretty ugly before he
like
testosterone. He had a bunch of acne. He was shorter. Yeah.
With social media, I think a big part, like, sure, you can say he blew up because he started taking steroids or whatever. I mean, that's another. I don't know if you know who Togi is.
I do.
Togi, like you know how he blew up from literally just taking steroids.
I think he promoted it too. Yeah.
And he's
gambling as well.
Yeah, gambling, and now he's like encouraging a bunch of kids to just like fucking like just gamble and like take steroids. But it doesn't mean, just because they blew up doesn't mean you're going to blow up. Literally like 0.0001% of people blow up on social media like that. Social media is literally just luck. It's a luck game. So, I mean, obviously it takes.
You think it's all a fake reality, everything we see online?
Yes, 100%. And yes, I'd like social media. Yes, like it does. I would say like 75% of it is luck and 25% is hard work. Cause like, yes, you have to be consistent. You have to keep making videos, keep making content. But like a lot of people make content every single day and they don't blow up. So a lot of it is luck. And it happened to be that he blew up just being interested in a topic about steroids and looks maxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how other people blow up for other reasons. You know, people blow up Eric the Electric blows up because he likes food and he does 10K calorie challenges. Other people blow up for other reasons, like Aiden Ross, a streamer. He just blew up.
I also think they blow up because nowadays everything's short-term videos.
Yeah.
And let's say you have a clip where you're saying something about peptides or steroids.
Yeah.
That's going to intrigue someone's attention.
Exactly.
So I think that people are blowing up with this topic just because it's so extreme. And you listen to it, you're like, oh, I want to hear more about it.
Yep.
And that's what we keep doing. That's why we keep seeing it. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's all clip, man. It's all clips, man. Clip farming is what they call it.
Maybe we're going to get into streaming soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
I'd be down. Let's do it.
But yeah, we talked about a lot about looks maxing. So what's your biggest take from everything we talked about?
So I would say that like actually do looks max, but do it in the right way.
Looks maxing means maximizing your looks and your potential.
Yeah, which I completely agree with that. I agree you should looks max. But I don't think that I think you should just do it the natural way. I don't think you should take any shortcuts. And yeah. That's my take on it.
I agree with you. And I want to go off that. I mean, just to define everything we've been talking about, like looks maxing is maximizing your looks, maximizing your potential. And there's just all these new vocabulary that we're trying to learn. And what was the other one? Ascending is glowing up. Sub 5. Oh my God. So there's subhuman, which is like really ugly. Sub 5, which is like higher. And then low tier norm, mid tier norm, high tier norm, Chad light, Chad, then true Adam. And it's so brain rot. It's so fucking stupid. But like I can't believe we're talking about this. But getting back to the topic, my biggest take from this would probably be the most important thing about you achieving your goals and you getting to where you want to be. It's not about the destination. It's really about the journey. It's about the obstacles you face along the way. It's the setbacks. Like me and you, we were in our prime physiques. We got to where we wanted to be. We're having a setback right now. And then we got to jump over another hurdle. Exactly. And then there's so much stuff along the way that we kind of have to go through.
Yeah.
And then soon we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And soon we're going to get to where we're going to be. And we're going to look back at it and be like, wow, like we didn't take any of the steroids. We didn't take any of the peptides. And the hard work really paid off. And I feel like we're going to be genuinely proud of ourselves rather than if we took a shortcut or if we took a not optimal way.
I love that. That's the biggest thing, like when you said that everything comes with setbacks. I love that. Like nothing, like it's like everything comes with setbacks. Not everything's going to be easy. You're going to get to a point and then you're going to have a setback and then you're going to have to build yourself back up to that point. So I love that. I love that message a lot.
Thank you. Well, thanks for coming on. I had a great time talking about the topic. Yeah. So yeah, peace guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow Jaden Argersinger on Instagram.
Yep. I don't even Jaden A. Marley on
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening. Peace.
Yep.